Are you ecstatic about today's video? Or maybe you're just a little weary from this week's activities. I want to give you some new words today that will help you level up your English speaking and English writing. So stick around even till the end of the video, and we're going to deep dive into a few more of these and talk about even more of the deeper meaning of them. Let's dive in. I'm Phil from Mayak. Thank you for joining me today. I want to take a few words that you already know really well and switch them out for some synonyms, some words that can level up your English just a little bit more. And to do so, we're going to use a few words that you might know from emojis. Now, before we get into the content of this, there's one important thing to remember. The words that I want to share with you today are some easy words. They're basic words, but they're good words. So please, don't understand that you're not supposed to use the main words that we're talking about and only use these synonyms I'll show you today. These words that I'll share are good words, but we want to give you more opportunities to use different words in your speaking. So that's what we're doing today. Let's start with happy. Everybody knows happy, right? Happy is a great word, and you are allowed to use happy. But there are some other words that have similar meanings to happy that I want to share with you today and talk about how to use them. I will read a few sentences with the word happy, but instead of using the word happy and keeping that word in the sentence, I want you to choose from a few other words that might work in that sentence instead of happy, and we'll talk about why. Ready? He was happy to see the show at the circus. That's good. I'm sure he was happy about that. But what other word could we use in exchange for happy? How about amused? He was amused to see the show at the circus. Amused is a little bit more fun. It's something you might laugh at or laugh with, smile a lot. It's similar to happy, but amused. My mom was happy to receive a card in the mail from me. Now, I know my mom was happy about that. But another word I could use in this situation would be pleased. My mom was pleased to receive a card in the mail from me. I am so happy to be home in the evening reading a book with a cup of coffee. Now, that's true. I am really happy to be home in the evening with a book and a cup of coffee. But I could also say I'm content. I am content to be at home with a book and a coffee. I don't need anything else, just a quiet home and a book and a coffee. She was happy to be able to spend the holiday at home with her family, making memories. She was happy, but in this case, she was also really thankful. And so a word that means thankful and happy could be grateful. She was really grateful to be home during the holidays, spending the time with family and making memories. Grateful. I was really happy to see my friend after such a long time. Like really happy. Now there are a lot of different words we can use for really happy, but one of them is delighted. Especially when it's a friend that you can see after a long time. She was delighted to see her friend after such a long time. Delighted. He was so happy to go to his favorite concert. He was overflowing with joy. So excited. When there's something you really, really, really look forward to, sure, you're happy, but we could say you're also ecstatic. He was ecstatic to go to his favorite concert. He couldn't wait. Now let's go to tired. Many of you are not only studying English, you're also working a job, you're taking care of kids, you're cleaning your house, you're doing just normal things of life. Plus studying English, I'm sure you know a thing or two about being tired, right? So let's talk about it. Now I'm going to describe to you a few different types of being tired, and you need to choose one of the words that seems to fit best in that situation. Now remember, these are all types of tired. When you feel like you are deprived of all of your life, vitality, energy, you have nothing left. What are you? You're drained. You're drained. You've got nothing left. At least it's how it feels. Now the next one could be almost the same as the first, but there's a different word we could use. This one is when you are very tired. You are completely used up. There's nothing left from you. Exhausted. Exhausted. When you're not particularly interested in something, it's neither good nor bad for you. It's just It's just neutral. You are indifferent. Indifferent. You don't have any strong opinion one way or the other, just Extreme tiredness because of excessive exertion. This means you've been using your body a lot. Your legs, your arms, you've been moving, running, you've been very active. And because of this activity, you're so tired. You are weary. Weary. I asked at the beginning if you are weary because of this week's activities. And sometimes you're just tired, but sometimes you've been so busy and so active throughout the day or throughout the week that suddenly you get to the end of the week and you just feel, your body feels weary, really tired in that way. Feeling empty or exhausted, you have no more motivation, and you are even beyond caring about things or beyond caring about people. You've cared and you've given so much. Now you are burnt out. Burned out. My last emoji is strong. Again, strong is a great word, and because of this word strong, we have so many different ways we can use it. So let's talk about a few of these synonyms for strong. He has such a strong and interesting personality, and people are always drawn to him. When you have this type of personality and people just come to you, we would say you have a dynamic personality. A dynamic personality. She is so strong and persistent. She will not stop. She hangs on and she continues until she gets what she wants or what she needs. She is tenacious. I love this word, tenacious. When you stick with it and you persist and you continue until you finally have what you were hoping for. Tenacious. This is something you could hear someone say at their job, at their work. I feel very strong at work. I know that I have been given the power and the authority and the resources to do my job really well. And because I've been given this sort of power and responsibility, I do my job well. We could say they feel strong at work, but another word is empowered. They feel empowered to do their job well because they have been given what they need to do their job. Empowered. My son got a toy for Christmas, and this little truck didn't fall apart. In fact, it's doing really well. And I can tell it won't fall apart easily. It's really well made, and it can withstand a lot of pressure. Yes, it's strong, but I can also say it's sturdy. It's made out of good materials. It will stay strong for a long time, so it's sturdy. Okay, I have two sentences for the last word. Two different kinds of sentences completely. The first one is, everyone in their family is just strong and healthy. Everyone in their family is strong and healthy. And I love to cook with rich and strong flavors. So we have the people in their family are this strong, healthy, and also I love to cook with these rich and strong flavors. One word we could use for both is robust. It's a great word, robust. So their family, or the individuals in their family, are quite robust. They're strong, they're healthy, they have a lot of energy. And my cooking, I love robust flavors, not bland, sort of quiet flavors, but strong, rich flavors that are robust. We're just about ready to take our deep dive into a few more of these words, but before we do, please take a second just to like and subscribe to these videos. What's something you're grateful for in your life? Remember, grateful is a word that could mean happy, but really it means more like thankful. Something you are thankful for. A lot of people say, they're grateful for health, family, friends, a house, the basic things. But think a little bit more deeply about it. What else are you grateful for? For me, I am of course grateful for those things, but on a deeper level, I am so grateful that I don't have to go through this life by myself. I have loved ones around me in multiple places, multiple countries that care enough for me to ask how I'm doing, and that means a lot. I'm also grateful that God has led my life, and while I have humans that are here for me, I also know that I have the creator of the universe who is also guiding my life. And talk about not feeling alone. I am so grateful for the place that I am now and that I am not alone and that God and my loved ones are around me. How about you? Is there anything a little bit more deep that you're grateful for? Put it in the comments down there. Love to read about it. What is something that has really drained you recently and has left you feeling drained and exhausted? For me, it was something that's actually a wonderful thing. We spent a few months in the United States recently, so I got to see lots of friends and family and spend special time with the people that I love there. But while we were doing that, I wasn't able to sleep in my own bed and do my own usual things. I had to go on somebody else's time frame and do some things that were not normal to my everyday life. And it's funny, after a few days and weeks and even months of doing different things than you're used to, it really does seem to drain you. And when we got back to our home here in Europe, it was a really great thing to be able to get into to my own schedule again. And I realized how much these wonderful good times with good people can also be draining a little bit and leave you a bit exhausted. Has anything drained you recently? Has it left you exhausted? Finally, maybe just for fun, how about some robust smell or taste or flavor that you love? Is there some flavor that you just love to smell, maybe to cook? For me, it's Indian food. I'm not so good at cooking it, but when I smell it cooked, it makes me salivate. It makes me ready to eat it. I love it. That good, robust smell of those, the flavors and the way they mix together. Oh, I want some right now. How about you? Any good, robust flavors or tastes that you just love to have near you? Thanks for joining me. Please feel free to comment below. I'd love to get to know you a little more and hear what your English journey is. So please feel free to comment below, and we'll see you next time.